So tomorrow is the CPI data report, and here is everything you need to know before it's actually released. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky. I hope that you guys learned something new, and if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. That being said, NASDAQ market traded relatively sideways. We did kind of almost make new highs, and then we returned right back to previous lows. Market was flat for the day. That being said, tomorrow the markets are supposed to be reacting to this CPI data report 1 hour before the markets open. I wanted to ask you guys, again, I really don't necessarily want to. That would be at 5:30 a.m. my time. But if enough people want me to, I'll do it. So again, if you get this video to over 1,000 likes, I'll do it. I just want to make sure enough people show up. If you don't want to like it and you don't care for the CPI report, that's fine. No hard feelings. Again, I just wanted to share some of the details with you. Tomorrow, the market expectation for the CPI report is 2.5%. That's the forecast. The current is 2.5%. They expect there to be no change. This is for core CPI. For overall CPI, month over month, previous 2.4, forecast 2.4. They also expect there to be no change. Where is this report released? BLS.gov/CPI. The Consumer Price Index report, which is known as the CPI, is one of the most important inflation reports that's released on a monthly basis. It tells us month over month based off of specific consumer goods if prices are going up or down. As you can see, I clicked on the PDF version. This pops up. Tomorrow, all you have to do is click on that PDF version and it should say February 2026 because that's the month that is reporting. If it doesn't show up right away, all you do is you click refresh and then it should pop up. They're going to add the new month of February and then take away the old month of February. Just like last month, they added the new month of January and took away the old month of January. As you can see, there are 2 data points missing for October and November during the government shutdown. So just make sure you take that into consideration when people begin to tell you, oh, our inflation rate is only 2.4%. Yes, 2.4%, not taking 2 months into consideration because 2 months are not actually factored into the overall formula. We'd actually be closer to maybe 3 to maybe even over 3% as those 2 relative months were right around a 0.3% increase. Nonetheless, again, the market expectation is 0.3% for the overall forecast. If we look what items are being reported on, you can see that there's all items, food, energy, all items less food and energy. That's core CPI. And we go into commodities, new vehicles, used cars and trucks, apparel, medical care commodities, shelter, transportation services, and medical care services. These are the line items that are being tracked month over month over month. All that is going to be added next month is based off of these line items. They're going to be asking a simple question. Is food going up from January to February? If so, by how much? And if it's actually going down, then that's where you see the little decreases. Again, that is the report. That's what's going to get released tomorrow, but very simple. What do you want to happen? Well, it depends on your overall outlook. Let me remind you that if you want markets to go up, you want inflation to come in lower than what was expected. If you want markets to go down, you want inflation to come in higher than what is expected. The big focus right now is from the Federal Reserve. It's not so much about like, oh, inflation is incredibly high. No. Inflation is relatively pretty low. With that being said, the Federal Reserve has a dual mandate. They need to make sure that they can keep prices low, inflation, but also a strong labor market, which is not currently the case. They feel like they've cut interest rates enough. But if they see that inflation is lower than what was expected and the labor market is still weakening, maybe they can justify cutting interest rates more. The market would like that. But if inflation comes in higher than what was expected, meaning inflation is going up, then it doesn't even matter if the labor market is weak. They won't want to cut rates because cutting rates is inflationary, and that would cause inflation to go up even more than what it's already doing if it comes in higher than what is expected. I just wanted you to understand the why. Again, we'll talk about this in a little bit more detail, regardless if we end up actually going live. Again, I'll leave that up to you guys. Get this video to over 1,000 likes and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If we don't end up going live, then again, if you're part of my LPP team, I'll make sure that we dive into detail and break down this overall CPI data report. Again, be ready 1 hour before the markets open. Volatility will present itself. So hopefully you did your part in not having too much exposure during uncertain times. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Hope that earned a thumbs up. And again, whenever you're ready to join our LPP team, I trade live every single morning at market open with our group. If you want to check it out, it's the second link in the description down below. Take care, team.